Mr. Techbot here. It's Christmas time as Thanksgiving has just ended. So I figured I'd do something a little bit different for you, and I'm going to give you my top picks for Funko Pops for Christmas of 2020. Let's check it out. What's going on, everybody? Hope everyone is having a wonderful day and everyone out there is staying safe. Now, as I said, Funko Pops, we all have our list of ones we want to go through, ones we hope to get, and maybe these are just the top 10 items on my list, but I figure if they're for Christmas, hey, maybe I'll buy myself a Christmas gift. Maybe this is for somebody else looking to buy me a Christmas gift. Who knows? But this is my top 10 for 2020 this year. And, these are just some that I like. Some of them have value in them. Some of them don't have a lot of value in them. Now, the ones I'm showing you, I'm not going to show you any pricing because I didn't really look up. Because to me, I'm giving you my top 10 list. And value has nothing to do with any of these. These are just pops I want to add to my collection because I think they are fantastic pops. So let's just start with the number one. So number one, just actually released like last Friday, and it's fantastic. Number one is the Morgan Stark with the Ghost of Tony 2-pack. This thing is just phenomenal. Whoever thought of this was just awesome. I mean, this is straight up in the I Love You 3000 category, part where, Morgan was wearing the rescue helmet. Fantastic pop for any Marvel fan, any fan of Endgame. This is one that you're gonna want. It's just awesome. The fact that not only do you have Morgan Stark wearing the rescue helmet, you've also got the standard helmet of Iron Man, and then of course looks like the ghost of Tony Stark. So and maybe that ghost is Tony looking over Morgan. I don't know, but it's just a classy pop out there. Just like the Iron Man snap, I have to have this one here in my collection at some point. All right, number two. Now, as you guys know, I'm a huge Captain America fan, but I'm not giving you the Captain America one just yet. Secondly, in the Marvel Universe, I would like to say it's Spider-Man. Love Spider-Man, love everything with Spider-Man. And I would say within the same category, this pop is not a Spider-Man pop. This pop is Miles Morales. I absolutely love Miles. I think it's a fantastic story. I like how they reworked the story with the Spider-Verse in the cartoon. Can't wait to see Miles brought to the big screen in real life, as I know that they've already cast that character. I think it's going to be great. But this Miles Morales Funko Pop just looks awesome. It's just got that great look. It's got his classic spider outfit, and this is just one that, if you're a fan of Spider-Man at all, you gotta have this one. Next up is one that I missed. Maybe I was a little upset that I missed it, but it was Magneto Zombie. As you guys know, I love the Marvel Zombie lines, and I'm trying to collect as many of them. And there are still ones that I'm missing, like Silver Surfer, stuff like that. But this is in my top 10 because there was a limited amount of them, and it was I believe it was for a virtual event that Funko did, and I happened to miss the event. It was Funkoween, I think that's what it was. And I missed the event. So I'm eventually gonna have to find this pop on the aftermarket somewhere, but I will get this pop in my collection one of these days. I'm just gonna have to take a little bit longer to find it, but that is why it finds its way in my top 10. Next up, of course, you guys know my fascination with this movie. I absolutely love this movie. In fact, I can't say that. There's two movies I got a weird fascination for, but we're gonna say this first one, Back to the Future. Back to the Future, I love Back to the Future. I'm trying to collect as many Back to the Future pops as I could possibly get my hands on. But this one I absolutely like. Now, it was a toss-up between this one and the Cowboy Marty, but I like this one because this was also a part of the Canada Toy Fair or something like that. But I mean, he had the guitar. This is the Johnny B. Good look that he played on stage from Back to the Future 1, and I think just him sitting there with the guitar, the prom tux. I just think it's a great looking pop, and I've been wanting this one for a while. So I will eventually find this one at some point. But this is right there. That's why, as you know, I've got to have some Back to the Future on my list. I've got a lot of Back to the Future as ones I want to get, but this tops my list for Back to the Future. So keeping along with my favorite movies, or some of my favorite movies, we've got Ready Player One. Now, they have the glow-in-the-dark green Sixer. This was a Walmart exclusive, glow-in-the-dark, and I absolutely love it. This is probably, out of all the Ready Player One pops out there, this is the one that's probably got the best value between all of them, because it is a more rare item, as it being a glow-in-the-dark. I know there's a jade, just a straight jade one, but the glow-in-the-dark one, that's probably, I would probably say, out of all the Ready Player Ones, it's the most expensive. Again, I don't want it in my collection just for that, but because it being the most expensive, probably going to be the hardest to find. Next up, you guys know my recent fascination with these, as I've done a recent video on them, but it's Alien Remix. This is one that was really I had missed this. I believe this was on the San Diego Comic-Con Funko Pop 2020. Now, technically, when that virtual event came around, I got a lot of the ones I wanted to in that, but I really wasn't doing the Alien Remix at the time. Since then, I've really gotten into the Alien Remix, and unfortunately, I missed that one. So again, that was a San Diego Comic-Con one, a little bit harder to find, because only so many of those with the Comic-Con stickers. So you know, to me, out of all the Alien Remix, that's my top one, because I think it's going to be a little bit harder to find. So next up is a great one. We got Stan Lee, the greatest of them all. I was very ashamed I never got a chance to meet the guy. This was the security outfit that he wore during the Captain America Winter Soldier movie, as there's a lot of pops going around with him in his different outfits that he wore from the different movies. I've got a couple of them already, but you can never have enough Stan Lee pops. Again, the guy was iconic. The guy was fantastic. He made some of the greatest legends out there. You gotta give respect to the man that is Stan Lee. Next up, of course, I couldn't leave a list without having Captain America. Now, this is the Captain America from the very first Captain America movie. And I like this one. There's a lot of them, and I don't know what the value of this one is. I don't think this is one of the top, you know, most valuable ones. But I like this one because this is the one that when he wore and went and, you know, basically gave a name for himself in the movie, you know, he went and rescued all those troops. And, you know, that's where it started, you know, really the soldier in him, you know, really just jumped out there and did it. And I think that's why just the overall look of this pop is just fantastic. With the, you know, the jacket, the helmet. I mean, it's just a great looking pop. But as a Captain America fan of myself, this finds it in the top 10 because it's just a fantastic pop, and I don't have it yet. So I eventually will. Next up, number 9. We have Ray Bork. Now, a lot of you guys don't know who Ray Bork is. He played for the Boston Bruins back in the 90s, 80s, 90s in there. And he was a captain and eventually went to the Colorado Avalanche and won a Stanley Cup with the Avalanche. Now, for me growing up, I grew up in Massachusetts. I was a big Bruins fan, loved Bruins. And Ray Bork was always my favorite. And in fact, that's where 77 comes from a lot. I know, I think in my Instagram tag, it's Mr. Techbot 77. That's where it comes from. I've always been a big fan of Ray Bork. I've gotten a chance to meet the guy. I've gotten him to sign a jersey and multiple other things as well. Fantastic guy. And I was so happy. Even though he didn't win a Stanley Cup with the Boston Bruins, I was so happy when he won a Stanley Cup with the Colorado Avalanche, because a classic guy like that deserved to at least raise that cup once. So lastly, on my list, number 10. This is one I was so upset to miss because I got sidetracked and I missed the event, or I was actually about 6 minutes late to the event and I missed it. And that is the Carnage Blacklight Pop. As you guys know, I love the Blacklight Pops. I think they're fantastic. This Carnage one does look fantastic. And I will get my hands on one of these days and add him into my box. I know they're bringing a lot more black lights into next year, and I think that's gonna be fantastic. I don't have to build more boxes just to hold these things in. But you know, that Carnage one, man, that one stung for a little bit. I was really upset that I had missed the opportunity to get that. But I'm gonna let it come, let the prices drop a little bit, and I will add Carnage to my collection. Because again, for me, especially these black lights, I'm not in it for the money on these. I know these things have some value. I just like the look of them. The look of these things are fantastic. Well, that is my top 10 collection. Maybe some of these are in your top 10, maybe some of them aren't. Do me a favor though, in the comment down below, leave me a comment. Let me know what's your number one pop that you would love to see underneath that Christmas tree. Doesn't have to be a valuable pop. It doesn't have to be a common pop. Could be any pop out there that you possibly want. But what's that number one pop that you hope to see underneath that Christmas tree this year? Leave me a comment and let me know. Now, for all of you new people out there that are just watching my video for the first time, I want to thank you for stopping by and checking out my video. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, please go ahead and smash that like button, leave me a comment, as well as hit that subscribe button. And after you hit that subscribe button, go ahead and hit that post notification bell, so that way you get notified of all the most recent videos that I do put out. So I usually try to put out 2 videos a week, as well as 2 live streams a week. I know I've been the best at it lately, but I'm working on it. The only way you're gonna get notified of when I put the videos out is to hit that notification bell. And if you are returning, I hope you enjoyed this video as well and got some good information out of it. As well as I want to thank you guys for constantly supporting me and following me in this great YouTube journey of mine. But as I always like to say, now before I say what I always like to say, I want to wish all of you guys out there a very Merry Christmas to all of you and your family. I hope you guys enjoy this holiday season, and I know it's very hard right now to be able to spend time with your families and spend time with others, and that's why every moment we have with our families, we need to take that time in. But don't forget to do what you like, do what you love, and always, guys, never forget, unleash your inner nerd. Take it easy, guys. Later!